Yeah, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Notjeraldo, and I am back again with another reaction video for y'all boys, man. Yeah, before the video even start, y'all already know the drill. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe, turn on y'all notifications so y'all know when your boy posts, man. Also, follow me on all my socials, Notjeraldo on everything. It's real easy, real simple to find. And if you don't do those things, your mom's a hoe. Oh, come on, I got you. Now you gotta do it, or your mom's a hoe. You have to, you feel me? But yeah, today we got Cenat just addressed everything. I'm guessing this is about the school there he claimed he was building. Not claimed, that makes it sound like I don't believe him either, but this is about the school he said he was gonna build. This video is by Meezy. You feel me? So let's get straight to it, man.
Cenat, where's your school at, monkey? Huh? Where's your school at?
Cenat did a something. I'm gonna make a school. Kept all millions. I don't blame him. Get your bag, demon. He want that private jet by next year. I know what he doing.
I'm speaking the truth, bro. Where is the proof that it's building schools?
You know what's so crazy? What a lot of people don't understand. I'm African, right? I'm Ghanaian. I don't think people understand how hard it is to actually build stuff in those countries. I don't think y'all understand. It's a lot of stuff that comes with it. People scamming you, builders not actually building the stuff. Bro, there's so many stories of people who thought they were building like back home in Africa. They go home and nothing's built and the people just took the money. It's so much stuff. You gotta get the land registered, do all. Bro, it's so much stuff that comes into it. So when people be saying statements like, oh, where's the school he's building? Oh, why is he not doing this? I know it's just ignorance because y'all don't know how hard it is to really like build stuff back home. And this is coming from somebody that's actually from there. I was born there and I own land there. My family owned lands there. You feel me? So we know how hard it is. And we're even buying more land. So I know the process is hard, bro. So when I see people getting on his ass, I be like, bro, just ignore them, bro. They don't know what they're talking about.
Announced Mafia 3, but where the schools at? Huh?
That school and African thing really had me mad, bro, because you really built your whole mafia-thon off of that. You feel me? How you gonna do that and then you just didn't do it? Like, that's so lame, bro.
15% of the revenue will be going to the school that I have been building in Africa. 15%.
Cenat gets a level of unfair treatment that I do not think is fair or equal across the different streaming platforms. Last month, there was a whole wave of people putting out why Cenat is hated videos that were outlining different people on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch that were blatantly hating on Cenat. And most of them, if not all of them, have been debunked for reasons that were just honestly not proven to be valid. Honestly, those situations were small, but this situation with Cenat and his school honestly is going to stop a lot of streamers and other content creators from being philanthropic because audiences cannot control themselves. Going back to March 9th, 2024, Cenat on his tour to a bunch of different places stopped in Lagos, Nigeria to visit, you know, the country, see what's going on with the community and his people, doing his best I Show Speed impersonation. But while he was there, he noticed that this school that they were in was in a bunch of different turmoil.
Hi. But this made me realize in life, you gotta be very grateful for. So we're gonna see exactly what they need, what I can do to help them, and then they said the most that I can do today is give them the money give to them to see what they need. This is another.
And look at this. I don't know if y'all know, but bro, do you know how hard it is to build somewhere like this? That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand, bro. Y'all think it's just like, boom, just because the person has money, boom, they can snap their fingers and it's just done. No, bro, like, in other countries, it's not as easy. Even in America, it's not as easy to do stuff like that. So just imagine over there with corruption and all that stuff. I don't be getting it, bro. Like, I don't be understanding why people. It's just ignorance. I'm gonna just leave it up to ignorance.
The classroom, so they learn stuff at. I went to school in a class that's 5 times bigger than this, bro. And we complain about going to school, bro. I'm going to help you today, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
This building is sinking. The building is coming down.
Okay.
It's sinking, so we are looking for support to bring it down and rebuild because something like that so that it can strong.
Yeah, oh, like to make it strong?
Yeah.
Okay. The whole time I'm here, I'm gonna consistently be making sure that y'all getting stuff. And on top of that, when I even leave, I would like to contact you guys at a good basis so I want to see, like, next time I come here, it's a whole different thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Now, call it what you want, but this is probably where my biases come in. One, I've worked with Cenat in the past, and from the things that I know, he very much enjoys children, seeing them grow, seeing them be educated. A lot of the videos that he has done in the past on his YouTube channel involve kids. He's done daycare videos, babysitting videos. He is very much pro-children. And two, I've been to Ghana. Not saying that it's some sort of desolate place in all of Africa as this third world country that needs hands out, but ultimately there are some places that do need some sort of financial backing, and if you can, as somebody who is, you know, wealthy or whatever the case may be, it would be good if you could reach back and put that hand out there and give a lot of money.
And that's not everywhere in Ghana, by the way. I want to let y'all know that there are very rich people in Ghana also. Trust me. Ghana got money, but there are also places that aren't really as developed as, you know, you feel me? It's the same way everywhere in the world, bro. There, you're gonna have your rich side, and then you're gonna have your not so rich side. I just want to point that out because I know the media doesn't show the really nice places and stuff when it comes to Africa. But trust me, it's very nice.
To people. So during that time, Cenat had a big revelation as to what he was gonna do for his community, and I'm talking about the community abroad, being the kids in Nigeria. He decided that he was gonna give 20% of his funds from the subathon to build a school in Nigeria.
The process of me building this new school in Nigeria has officially been stamped today, as in terms of like it's a go, okay? So this new school in Makoko for the kids that live in Makoko in Nigeria, I started working on the school. Right now.
Now this is a W idea. Again, if you got the funds and you can give your handouts to those that are in need, this is great. But this is the first portion where I gotta give Kai some flack though. His next words let me know that his eyes were bigger than his stomach and he was about to bite off way more than he can chew.
If you're Africa or anything, or like Nigeria and stuff like that, and you know the best people that could hands down get the paint job good, get the right equipment they need, and is willing to get their hands dirty for the right amount of money to get paid and shit, let me know, okay? They are working.
This is where he messed up, bro. If you know about Africa, boy, you better find the right people. Even the government be scamming. That's the issue. Even the government be scamming. So finding somebody who will actually genuinely and truly actually do the job you want them to do, bro, it's almost impossible.
Working very hard right now, removing what gotta be removed and shit, like getting the school ready and shit.
Now Kai, that was a little bit out there. Granted, I believe Cenat has good intentions, and hindsight is probably 20/20 in this regards, but there's probably two things where Cenat went wrong here. One, he definitely probably should have already had the people who were in place to get this done. And not saying that he didn't. Maybe he just needed more resources to flood to that area. But two, and this is my problem with the internet that is going to show its ugly head later in the video, is that people want timelines. People want instant gratifications. People are addicted to, you know, something being started today and finished later on that same exact day. So the fact that Cenat didn't give timelines, which this is minuscule flack, this is just for the riders in the community that are watching him and going to criticize him, it may have been best to try to give some sort of timeline. Fast forward into 2025 and the riders are riding.
Cenat, where's your school at, monkey? Huh?
Look at him. Look at the person who's calling somebody else monkey. Oh my lord, you can't look like this and be talking about somebody else, man. I'm sorry. And that's no disrespect to nobody, but god dang. You calling somebody monkey, look what you look like. Come on, bro.
Where's your fucking school at?
People started making up false narratives and stories about Cenat to where they were saying that there was these YouTubers going out to check on the lands and that Cenat had done nothing in comparison to others like Mr. Beast and his community and his crew to see if there was some sort of progress or anything like that. They just started dick riding extremely hard. Now, there could have been good intentions behind what Aiden and Cuffham are doing in this next clip, but people were going even to the extent of pulling in Nigerians from Nigeria to check them to see if Kai was building his school.
Cenat or a different Kai? Which one?
Cenat, he's building a school in Nigeria. I'm saying, can you live in Nigeria, so can you confirm for your own self so they can get off?
How do you even know he's from that part of Nigeria? You see, this is what I'll be talking about. People are so ignorant. Do you know how big Nigeria is? You could have pulled this dude from anywhere. Anywhere in Nigeria. Oh man, people are dumb, bro.
His dick online. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I saw videos, so that's enough.
Okay, all right.
WCOD, man. WCOD.
WCOD, God.
This is so weird to me. Look, I don't want to bring up racial elements into this so soon, even though I have no problem with doing it. But it's strange to me how when Cenat does anything, especially these charitable things, there's always this pressure to have it done soon, quick, fast, in a hurry, with people having to verify that he's getting it done. But when we see others like Mr. Beast and his crew do any sort of philanthropic things, there's no follow-ups, there's no checkups on it. He puts out his video, he puts out his live stream, and then everybody is under the assumption that it's just done. People may be able to point to a track record for Mr. Beast as to why people don't point at those things, but from my understanding, they've never followed through with these things. A large portion of that is because it's cool to hate. First of all, I don't understand why people were asking so many questions when there were continuous updates from Kai about the school.
So I'm gonna give y'all some little inside story. We built a school full of classrooms and stuff in Makoko, like over the river, but due to storm, a lot of it got messed up. Like money that we spent, dead got messed up, chat. Like orders aside, like there was a storm, it messed up a whole bunch of stuff, but we're back. To the kids of Makoko, I will be back. I will be back. And when I'm back, the school is going to be done. We raised a whole bunch of money to fund it. And also, I will also be putting in more money on top of it to make sure we can fund all the staffs in the school and everybody who works there and shit.
The second part about this is I don't understand why people thought that a school would pop up instantly. And that's the problem with the instant gratification there. This isn't a slight or a knock at Mr. Beast, but I think that this may be a reason as to why people think that this is the reason why Cenat should have the school up earlier. Is because when Mr. Beast does his philanthropic efforts, there's this gamified version of it put on video where people are staged up as to having the final results be put in their face, which isn't the reality of doing these sorts of endeavors. Like, these things take time. I don't know why people thought it would happen overnight.
Why y'all acting like a school takes a couple of months to build?
Now going into this Mafiathon 3, Cenat has promised 15% of this subathon to go straight to the schools of Nigeria, which another round of applause. But because he is him and because he needs to cover his tracks because of the hate that he gets, he is having to do something that people don't have to do on the internet, which sounds crazy, but at the same time, we don't hold people to the same standards, so it is crazy that they're asking him to do this. He has to now prove himself, and I mean over the top prove himself, that he is actually doing these things the responsible way.
I don't want to keep y'all holding. I don't want to go into further explanation by me doing it. So I have flown out the representatives from Nigeria and from South Africa to all the way to the US to sit here and to explain the entire updates.
So I hear people have been asking why haven't you yet built the new school? I'm not sure people realize what it takes to actually...
That's a Nigerian right there, boy. Bro, I can tell my Nigerian brothers, bro. I see them, I'll be like, yeah, he's Nigerian.
You launch a school, especially when you build it. You need to find the land, you need to buy the land, you need to get authorization from the government to build a school.
And that's, bro, that alone, the authorization and everything, that alone could take months. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand how hard it is to, like, get stuff in Ghana, especially land, bro. Like, I mean, not Ghana, Africa in general. Like, I say Ghana because I'm from Ghana. That's what I know about. But, bro, the process is not easy, bro. It's not a snap your fingers and it's done process. That shit is hard.
Build a school. And then you need to hire your teachers and get your accreditation from the ministry. So for us who have launched 16 schools in 10 different African countries, we know it can't take less than 2 years. It's impossible, especially if you want to do things right, and we want to do things right.
Absolutely. Do things right by complying with all legal and regulatory requirements in Nigeria is important to ensure that we have a school that is sustainable and lasts for posterity.
This is the screenshot of the money sitting in the account, okay? Listen, the foundation balance is currently at 1.1 million. The foundation raised 1.2 million. Mafiathon 2 funds raised that we did was 976,000.
That's so nasty.
Benny Blanco donated 25,000. Thank you, Benny. Shout out to Benny. W. Benny. I had a personal donation of 128,000 to cover all computers and equipment. The NFL donated $100,000 as well.
I think that that's so nasty. Not that he's raising money, but the links and extremes that he has to do to verify verify the fact that he's giving money and being charitable to the community is so sick and disgusting. This isn't some crowd-funded effort. No, this isn't a slight at Mr. Beast. This isn't a situation where he's asking other streamers to donate their money so people are questioning where their individual
that's technically coming out of his own pockets.
Dollars go. This is donations and this is individual contribution. Sure, we had 2 people donate their money, but my God, the level of microscope that is put on Cenat in this endeavor is just, honestly, it's racist. I'm just gonna call it out for what it is. Like, that's all that I can think of when I hear this. Granted, some of this is troll. Granted, some of this is Kick versus Twitch streaming. Granted, some of this is all these other things. But there is a level of racism that is ingrained in this situation that cannot be ignored by me. Now, I don't even care if you would love to have everybody universally that does these sorts of donations be this transparent about these things. Hey, I would think that that's like a phenomenal thing. Transparency is great to me. It's the consistency in which we try to hold people to these standards that I am just not seeing as a whole. This man has his address on this statement right here from Chase Bank. What kind of shit is that? And I'm okay with these charitable fundraising events that streamers and other content creators put on, but if this is the standard that they're gonna have to do it to, I don't think
I don't even want to do it.
Because this is honestly,
I don't even want to do it.
I think that there's this unrealistic expectation for content creators to do more and be more in the political sphere. Granted, we want the biggest voices in the world to, you know, use their voice to say different things and give different opinions, but I think that this Cenat school in Nigeria situation is a testament to what these content creators are, and it's just entertainers. A lot of them are young, naive, and ignorant to the severity of these places and spaces that they're getting into and the depth of the situations that some of these things that they want to contribute to are in. And even when they do go into the routes that Cenat is going into, you know, head first, knee deep into building a school, they get chastised. And from a sense of like being a part of some sort of greater conversation that deals with politics, etc., I would much rather him do that than some of the performative actions that we've seen in the past with like the Nelk Boys or any of these times where Eric Adams has been on streams, or hell, even I Show Speed being on Capitol Hill a couple of days ago. So although Cenat may have bit off more than he can chew from the stance of, hey, this school was much more in depth, I think that I would rather see them, I'm talking about content creators and streamers, take this stance politically, take this stance for the greater conversation where they're actually putting their voice and word to actual use and do something good with it, than be this performative show where they're allowing the greater politicians who have like active cases come onto their streams and spit their gobbledygook ass rhetoric to try to navigate people's eyes left, right, and sideways. But if people are gonna hold these people to these unrealistic ass standards, I just don't know how much longer we are gonna see people do good things, and the people that are really gonna suffer are those that are in need. This is gross, but W. Kai.
Oh man, I agree with everything dude said, bro. I agree 100%. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe, turn on y'all notifications. You feel me? And I will catch y'all in the next video. Now.